Hello, my name is Yatindra Singh and I work for Lausanne Hospitality Consulting. Today I would like to talk to you about service and experience design as a strategic differentiator for all businesses. There's 4 dimensions that we consider when we build service as a scientific model into an organization. We think of service and we build it on the dimension of product, on the dimension of people, on the dimension of process, and on the dimension of the physical environment. So this is the key to setting up service. The product is whatever your trade, whatever your item. If you're a manufacturing company producing car tires, then car tires is your product. If you're an electronics company like Apple, then it's the software that you produced as embedded into the hardware that you're trying to sell. So that being your product. You need to get your product right. There is no excuse not to get your product right. The product needs to be functional, it needs to be appealing, it needs to work, it needs to be easy to consume. That is one dimension that you need to get right. Next, you prepare your people. Your people have to appear with a mindset that they are interested in other human beings, they are interested in your customers, and they're interested in interacting with your customers to increase your business value. So preparing your people, selecting the right people is key. Briefing them accordingly on what is expected by the organization is the next phase. Evaluating them whilst they're at work for successes and failures and giving them positive and negative strokes is part of that journey of getting your people ready. And finally, rewarding them or even releasing them if they're incapable of delivering the service that you require, it has to be factored into the people cycle. Processes. All good service doesn't just happen by chance. All good service has to be planned. To plan it, there has to be a process. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. How is a particular product or a person going to arrive in front of your customer and speak the right words, give the right strokes to your customer is a process. It's a scientific process. What we do in our trade is that we map it and then we train our people on an ongoing basis to follow it. Quality measurement in manufacturing often happens by saying quality is 100% and you as a company have achieved 80% of that quality target, 90% of the quality target. If you're Six Sigma, then you achieve 99.999% of that target. In our mindset, and in the way we look at it as LHC, we say that quality and a combination of people and processes is the minimum levels that you need to serve or deliver to your customer. So for us, the minimum performance criteria for our employees and the processes that we design is 100%. Above that, the human being can go out and play. It's a mindset shift that we drive between people and processes, which is different to manufacturing. In a service mindset, the base will always happen. You will always be greeted right. You will have eye contact within X minutes or X seconds of arrival into a particular entity. You will always have the premises clean. You will always have the lights working. You will always have music in the background that keeps you in a pleasant frame of mind. So those are the minimum standards that we follow. And above that, we encourage our employees to go beyond the processes, to have fun, to play, to generate joy, to generate action, to generate life with our customers. And finally, the last component of designing service as a strategic lever is the physical environment within which you put your customer in. So that's the building. It has to be well designed, it has to be pleasant, the colors have to be right, it has to be aesthetic, the temperature needs to be right, the smell needs to be right, things need to look organized. Even if there's chaos, it should be organized chaos. So we try and put in elements where the physical component does not take away and put a negative mind hit on the customer. It puts a positive mind hit to say, this is a place that I want to be. Now, you want to put in service as a strategic lever. Look at your product, look at your people, get your processes right, and finally make sure that the physical environment in which your customer and your employees are working is a fun environment to be in. If you want to know more, come to LHC, come to one of the exec ed classes that we run, or go off into any other good advisory company that will give you inputs on how to activate service or activate experiences for your company, for your organizations. I wish you great success in what you do. I wish you uniqueness in your strategic differentiators, and I wish you all the best for the future. Thank you very much.